I've been watching you, Ranger. Do you believe in love at first sight? Of course you do. I saw it in your soul the first time our eyes met. You were with your squad, being heroes in Colorado Springs. I was? Well, you know where I was. And you can come see me any time. Until then, stay safe out there, sweetie. Can't wait to see you again.
Of Colorado, this is your patriarch speaking. The flame of liberty burns bright in our fair state, but not without help from you. If you would protect that flame, tend it, and keep it burning strong, then join the Colorado Marshals, the defenders of all our freedoms. Visit your local marshal station today and ask them what it takes to join. And make me proud.
You made it! Thanks for helping out the old Get family. Homestead is right up the road. Any luck, Rangers? Can't thank you enough for looking out for my family.
This man's been torn apart. Oh, look. Wolverine tracks.
Enemies pacified.
I think we got a live one here.
Who are you? You're not my family. You go away now. I'm sorting through dreams for my brother. Unless you have some more candies? Root beer flavored dreams for my brother. He's real nice. Randy. He always said we'd build us a place one day. Me, Mommy, Daddy, and him. We'll all live up in the blue sky together. He has to come back first, though. Do you want some of these? They're my very last ones. The gummies say it's okay to chew on them. It's respectful. And they taste so sweet. Okie dokie! Bad men came from the flatlands. Mummy and Daddy left. Then the doggies came for the candy, and Mommy and Daddy, and the bad men are gone, but there's lots of candy.
This poor girl. Oh man,
No! Mommy said never trust a stranger. Daddy said never take candy from a stranger, but that isn't fair. I want candy! If you bring me some candies, then I will be your friend. There were some candies in the other house, but they're scary doggies. I know. You go get the candies, and I'll stay here. Don't shout at me! I'll come! You won't melt like Mommy and Daddy, right? I didn't like it. Except for the jump ropes they made me. That was okay. I like those. Can I bring them? Okay. I don't know why you're so mean to me, but okay. Just don't hurt me.
Nia, is that you? I don't know how to thank you, Rangers. My little sister, safe and sound and all in one piece, but... Wait, what about everyone else? What? Oh, I see. Nita... Oh, honey girl, Nita. I'm so sorry. I should have come for you sooner. Thank you, Rangers. I'll deal with this. It's a family matter after all. And Nita... she deserves to be with her family. We'll speak again soon at your base. I promise.
Randy?
Can't believe you brought Nita back to me, Rangers. Hey, say thanks, Nita.
My brother's dreams are sorted. Got any candy?
I'm sure she meant thanks. See you at base, Rangers.
Citizens of Colorado, this is your patriarch, wishing you safety and warmth on this cold night. I want to assure you that our borders are secure, our fuel tanks are overflowing, and there is plenty of food and water for everyone. It has been a long, hard road getting to this point, with many sacrifices along the way. But the toil has been worth it. Colorado is the envy of all its neighbors, and its people live a life those outside its borders can't imagine. Enjoy it. It has been my life's work bringing it to you, and it does my old heart good, knowing you are living happy lives. It is all I ever wanted. Thank you, Colorado, and good night. This has been your Patriarch, signing off.
Howdy, name's O'Leary. Say, you're them Rangers, the saviors of the refugees. Boy, are we glad to see you. In fact, was gonna donate this at your HQ when we got to CO Springs, but you're here, so here you go. Anyway, we ain't ate in a while. Was hoping we could trade you some things for money to eat. Well, that's good to hear, Rangers. Thank you. We'll spread the word in the camps. Worse every day. Haven't seen a marshal out our way for over 2 years. It's like the Patriarch abandoned us. Oh, thank you. It ain't much.
Your days are numbered, Desert Rangers. The Red Scorpion militia wiped you out. Danforth, just the beginning. You got nothing left. Your fucking citadel. But we're still here. And we haven't forgotten what you've done. You can't hold out forever. Won't be long. On your knees. Then you're gonna fucking pay. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
The hell do you want from Mama Carter? Maybe so. Where are those refugees now? Shit. I knew I shouldn't have trusted those assholes, but they were the only ones who'd deal with me. Guess I know why they're so flexible on their price. I owe you for keeping those refugees safe. Ain't nobody else around here who's willing to lift a finger for them. So, what's it gonna be, You know I was breaking the city's law, conspiring with smugglers and all that. You gonna haul me in?
She'll be safe in the Ranger lockup. Reyes would want her in jail. He's a powerful man to have as a friend. And the Rangers could use some powerful friends.
Well, am I under arrest?
You don't know Mama so well. She ain't gonna stop helping those folks no matter what anyone says. Oh, no, you ain't. You'll have to go through us first.
Stand down, Bobby. These are the same folks who shot up the Dorseys in the Garden of the Gods. They must have killed Stenerud and his smugglers, too. We don't stand a chance against them. This ain't worth the lives of my boys. I'll go quietly.
Copy, November 1. This is Ranger HQ. What's your status? Old Mama Cotter? A criminal? Who would have thought? Dispatching a squad, over and out.
Rangers, check me out. Thanks so much for ensuring we got this shipment of power armor. Hey, fuck you. Our job is tough. Those shit-stirring refugees are breeding all the time, so someone's got to do some population control. Sure as hell ain't you. Anyway, these refugee vermin aren't going to punch themselves. Thanks again, Rangers.
I was talking to Diligent Joe the other day, and he said that he might be opening up some real estate.
Yeah, for the words of the Reyes's, to buy up and turn into clicks.
Foul weather we're having. Just like always.
I heard Mr. Howe found himself a pretty blonde thing.
Really? And what did his wife say to that?
Nothing. She's been too busy with the pool boy.
I heard you were speaking to some people at the refugee camp. Do you have any news? Thank you. I'm glad this ended bloodlessly. You handled an impossible situation well, Rangers. At least this will give the city some breathing room. Our resources are stretched, but I think we can feed the people who are already here. For now. As am I. Now for your reward. The money is here, and you may expect the mechanics I promised you to be waiting for you when you return to your headquarters. Also, one other thing. If you have me, I'd be happy to serve the Rangers as a political advisor. Honored even. You're quite a remarkable outfit, and I'd like to help you out. Excellent. Let me get some things together, then I'll head for your HQ. Looking forward to what we can accomplish together, Rangers.
Breaker 19, this here's Dead Red calling the November Cowboys. You reading me out there, caballeros? You all recovered from that big old Colorado welcome the Dorseys gave ya? Maybe I'm a ranger. Switch over to 27.065 megahertz. All will be revealed. Howdy, Rangers. Sorry about the clowning. Have to keep a low profile these days. This is your old pal Angie, otherwise known as Ranger Colonel Angela Death. Somebody remembers me. What do you know? Figured my name would be stricken from the record after me and my crew pulled our vanishing act. Wasn't our intent when Command sent us out here to reconnoiter, but well, things took an unexpected turn. I'll bet. We came out here for the same reason as you, because Command was hoping they could make an alliance with the Patriarch and get some, foreign aid. Trouble was, the more we snooped around, the more we realized that good old Pappy Buchanan was a bloody-handed dictator that the Rangers shouldn't have nothing to do with. Unfortunately, Command didn't want to hear it. Told us they were going to make the deal anyway. Too desperate to be particular. We took a vote, the squad and me, and decided that just wasn't the Ranger way. Instead, we made a pact to take Buchanan down and help Colorado become the home of freedom that Arizona could have been if the Rangers hadn't lost the Citadel to Matthias. Why do you think? We want you on our side, but not without seeing for yourself that Buchanan's a conniving shitbag. That's why I was calling. There's a man you should talk to, locked up in an old bunker in Broadmoor Heights and guarded by mercs. So you may have to do a little shooting to get to him, but when you do, ask him about his beefs with the Patriarch. It'll open your eyes. His name is Ironclad Cordite, a warlord of the Eastern Plains, and one goddamn tough son of a bitch. As to how you find him, I'm a little shaky on the details, but I'm told there's a hidden hatch on some monument at Buchanan Park in Broadmoor Heights. And listen, when you do find him, bust him out of there and do what you can to keep him alive. He could help you with Liberty later. Also, if you need more firepower, he's got a shotgun for a left arm. I don't reckon he would, no. But then he wouldn't approve of you talking to me either. Gracias, compadres, and good luck. I'll be in touch. Dead Red over and out.
Gone faster, and 3 cremations so your family saves a few bucks on the funeral.
Chocolate pudding.
Hello? Red Hats? Is this thing on? This is Charlie Knows! Oh, sorry. Glad I got a hold of you, Red Hat friends. Your old friend Charlie is at it again. I found a way to increase our fortunes. How does that sound? Over! Aha! Haha! I knew you'd be up for this. Charlie knows you visited the bazaar, and you know how important it is to trade in Colorado. And more importantly, how wealthy it is. Problem is, the monster army holding it is weak. Without your help, they'd already be gone. But sooner or later, someone is gonna wipe them out. So why not make it a cartel stronghold? With your help, it'll be easy, and you'll be well compensated for your contribution. Well, since Mr. Brygo's gone, Charlie has found himself bereft of gainful employment. But when opportunity comes knocking, who does Charlie know who's efficient and can handle themselves in a fight? You help me with this, and there'll be no hard feelings about the nightclub business, Red Hats. It's simple economics. Don't worry,
Your old buddy Charlie won't sell you short. We just need a little assistance, and you'll be paid handsomely. Why wouldn't you? I dealt straight with you so far, right? Didn't I tell you the truth about McTavish? Don't I always tell you the truth? Come on, Red Hats, it's me, your old buddy Charlie. I knew you'd say that. All right, we have a hideout not far from the bazaar entrance, near the old parking lot. We'll hold up there and wait for you. Bring your whole team, and the bazaar will be ours.
Peace, strangers. We all know both sides are armed and lethal, so why don't we just skip the posturing and get to business, huh? A girl I own ran away recently, and it's proving harder than expected to track her down. She seems to sense us when we get too close. On the other hand, she'd never suspect. Hell with your reputation for rescuing little lost lambs, she might even seek you out. So, what you say, Want to find her for us? I'm La Perla, and these are my boys. Nellie? No. Hallie, I think. Anyway, her new owner will rename her. What's important is her description. Early 20s, blonde, shapely, skin like a princess. You'll know her when you see her, I promise you. She'll make your little hearts go Peter-pat. That bothers you? You find it unethical? You kill crazy corpse-robbing, tyrant-funded gun jockeys are offended at how I make my living? Sorry, compadres. This is the end times. Nothing but us devils left. Now. You haven't heard the deal yet. You might change your mind. You know the sealed rooms in your base? Bet you're curious what's inside them. Bueno, I'll tell you for free. It's old world tech. The kind people waged wars for. And I know the codes. In the name of good faith, I'll give you one now. 900-909-3500. Test if you like. I'll wait. You'll get the second code. The one that gets you into the room with the even better goodies. When you bring me my lost little lamb. Used to stay here all the time before we moved east. Had plenty of time to explore all its nooks and crannies. Hey, don't worry. No hard feelings about you taking it over. We like our new home on the plains. Those warlords have a lot of money to spend. Not a problem. Come see me when you've kitted yourselves out in your fancy new gear. Adios, compadres.
Heard you killed that synth that was hiding downtown. If anything can make Wolf smile, that'd be it.
Good to be here. We're the mechanics Gideon Reyes sent. Don't mind the mess. We're still settling in. We've had to make do with worse. In all honesty, though, this is a good space. Lots of room. Lots of supplies in reach. Give it a few more days and we'll give you a garage that'd make Steel Town go green with envy. Of course. Let's see if we can find what you want.
I'm sorry to hear you killed that synth. They're not all bad, you know. Thanks, Rangers!
Code was good, right? And the gear, too. Gracias, friends. Send her here once you find her. Tell her you found her mama and she's waiting for her. We'll take care of the rest. Far as I know, she's still somewhere in Colorado Springs. Suggest you start looking downtown. Adios, compadres.
So, Little Vegas is no more, huh? Probably for the best. Place was a rat's nest.
Please, Miss Hackett. There's no reason to get so angry.
The hell there isn't! My people didn't start that fight. One of your rangers started it, and now you're telling me we gotta be the ones to give up our space?
I'm just saying. Oh, Team November, I'm glad you're here. There was an altercation in the barracks. Nothing serious. No one was hurt. Some harsh words and a shove. Sergeant Gretzky's already put the recruit on latrine duty. A fair punishment.
Yeah, well, this isn't the first time your recruits have had harsh words for us Rangers. You need to get your people under control.
Gretzky's recruitment efforts have gone well, and HQ is filling up. More new Rangers every day, which is great for our mission, but it also means we're running out of beds in the barracks. Rangers are having to sleep in shifts. This is leading to friction with Miss Hackett's people, who, as you know, were there first. Some of the new Rangers don't understand this, and they think of them as, well, freeloaders.
Usually, it's just snide comments. But today, one of yours started shouting that we should be thrown out of our home before trying to pull Davy off his cot.
Which is completely unacceptable behavior. Unfortunately, the problem's not going to go away if we ignore it. We need a solution before things explode.
There have been plenty. Most of your Rangers are all right with us, but there's more than a few who ain't. Calling us names as they walk past, or telling us we're on borrowed time here, in our own home.
Miss Hackett, I'm embarrassed. Part of the oath we take as Rangers is to protect the downtrodden. It hurts to hear that our recruits are failing to live up to that oath. Something must be done.
Yeah, well, we're waiting.
We gotta get a handle on this one way or the other. Enough chaos going on outside the base. Don't need it when we get home, too.
Well, the warden here suggested we move into the brig. I suggested she shove that idea up her ass and leave us be. We We're here first. We don't take up much space, and you said the barracks were ours when you first showed up.
But things have changed since then, and they're not going to change back. If we're going to live side by side, we both have to be flexible.
Shoot.
An excellent idea. You'll have more space, and it will keep you away from the malcontents.
What? Guess you're right. I'll try to sell it to my people. And I appreciate your efforts to honor our deal under changing circumstances. They're not gonna like this.
Exceptional job settling those dispossessed masses in a new location. Bravo. I would say your reputation has improved dramatically. I haven't heard an impolite word about Team November in quite some time. Quite some time. Rangers, manners are what separates man from bedraggled beast. Why, the very implication of such a question. Let us both seek wisdom in the book of nauseatingly correct manners. Chapter 16. Pernicious Pleasantries, line 33. It is of the utmost importance that manners come from deep within your being. For if those pleasantries are ever false, your very soul will be consumed by your depraved rudeness to your fellow man. So you see, Rangers, manners are critically important in everything you do. I hope dearly that I have answered your question. Let us never speak of this again. Felicitations. Of course, Rangers. It would be impolite not to share such tremendous deals.
Hey, November. Got a delivery for you. Rangers, good to see you. An Arapaho caravaner dropped off a container full of goodies and said to thank you again for the save. I'll be here. I understand you had a tough decision to make between helping those poor hoons or saving that Arapaho shipment. Well, you did the right thing. That truck was full of power armor for the marshals. I'll be here.
It's great to be here, Rangers. I love what you've done with the place.
Now, what can I do for you?
Wonderfully. Thank you for asking. Your staff is so accommodating. That's what I'm here for. How can I help? That's an easy one. Do exactly what he says. Capture and hold his 3 rebellious offspring. And do it as swiftly and quietly as you can, without causing them any harm. I wouldn't say Saul loves his children, with the possible exception of Liberty, but he does consider them his to deal with. So, if you manhandle them or, God forbid, kill them, he will not be pleased, and your reward will be in jeopardy.
Treat them with kid gloves, Rangers. Kid gloves. Sadly, I don't think a peaceful transition is possible anymore, Rangers. Good job finding an appropriate place for the refugees. But what happens when more come? Now, what can I do for you? I'm honored that you value my opinion. Go on. They are fools. But unfortunately, because they own Colorado's only oil fields, we have to suffer with them. They worship a dead president as a god and walk around talking and acting like they were cowboys out of a child's picture book of the Old West. Ridiculous people. Saul should have dealt with them years ago. Despite the Patriarch's belief that he built Colorado on his own, he couldn't have done it without the support of the 100 families. He protects us, true, but without our money, he'd be protecting us with sticks and stones, not tanks and guns. We are the money and the power here, and the keepers of the values of our survivalist forebears. Strong alone, but stronger together, like the mountains. Anyone who intends to rule here would have to appease the families first. A regrettable byproduct of difficult times. I wish them well, but I'd advise you not to waste resources on them. They come and go and won't be able to assist with your ambitions. Well...
Go on, Mr. Reyes. I can take it.
If you insist, Marshal Kwan. The Marshals are our police force here in Colorado Springs, but let's say their focus isn't so much on solving crime as deterring it. Most problems are dealt with using the gun and the boot, rarely the head. They're also known to look the other way if enough money changes hands. Therefore, this is a town where help from the Marshals is for those who can pay for it. Those who can't, fear them. Was that a fair assessment, Marshal Kwan? Certainly. Who are you interested in? He is everything you have ever been told about him, and more. A man who built a state with nothing but his bare hands and brute will. Even in his current state, he is dangerous. Indeed, I'd argue he's more dangerous now than he was in his youth. A man who is terrified of losing his place in the world will do anything to keep it. Anything. I loved him once. Worshipped him. Now I just fear him. Fear what he could do to Colorado if he continues to unravel. Who else are you interested in? Stay away from him if you can. Victory Buchanan isn't sane. He's a spoiled, homicidal brat who needs to be put down like a rabid dog. Not that I would condone murder, Marshal.
No, of course not. That would be illegal.
Forgive me. I shouldn't have. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. People who spend too much time in Victory's presence don't live long. Who else are you interested in? I've always felt a bit sorry for Valor. Book smart and quiet in a family where neither of those things were valued. But he grew up a peevish young man, always alert to slights, whether real or imagined. He ended up believing he was better than everyone else because he was misunderstood. That's why he stays with the Gippers, I think. They understand him. Or at least pretend to. Who else are you interested in?
She was a terrifying little girl and grew up to be a terrifying woman. I have never known anyone so able to focus or so certain of their path. She believes she is destined to rule Colorado and will not stop until she succeeds. But if she succeeds, woe to us all. Colorado will become a war machine, and all us citizens merely fuel for its ever-grinding engines. Who else are you interested in?
Well, Reyes?
Well, I would say Sheriff Daisy is a woman to be both admired and feared. She is fair, but doesn't forget. And she is slow to forgive.
You could say that again.
Who else are you interested in? I wish that man had never come here. His legitimate business is the Little Vegas, a casino and brothel downtown. But he also runs a criminal empire, selling drugs, weapons, and information to anyone who can pay, including our enemies. I think the Patriarch allowed him to stay because he thought the people needed entertainment. But the Little Vegas hardly qualifies. It's a lurid pit of lost wages and despair. Disgusting. As for the man himself, he wears all the trappings of class. Fine suits, shoes, jewelry. But he's a thug at heart, no matter how hard he tries to hide it. Who else are you interested in? Certainly. That's what I'm here for. How can I help? You mean a transfer of power to you? Storming the palace and fighting the marshals, confronting old Saul in his throne room, because that is what it would come to. I suppose it might be possible to give Colorado the future I've been dreaming for her in that scenario, but it wouldn't be certain. It wouldn't even be likely, So, I'm afraid I'd have to say no. I would not support you. Thus, if you want me to remain here and to continue giving you advice, I would advise you not to tell me if that is the course you are intending to follow. Sadly, I don't think a peaceful transition is possible anymore, Rangers. It's unfortunate you had to house the refugees in your brig. At least it'll be familiar to them. Now, what can I do for you? That's what I'm here for. How can I help? Why would you want to? The man is a thug and corrupter, and should have no place in this city. Safe travels, Rangers.